And hello ladies and gentlemen, Jazzstretto here from Jazzstretto Let's Play here tonight with my very good friends for podcast number 5. Tonight I have my very good friends with me, Planetaryashes.
And hello guys, what is up, it's your pal Colonel Phoenix back again from the Planetaryashes.
And a very good friend who hasn't been on my podcast in a while, VentustheTimelord.
Hey everybody, it's VentustheTimelord, and oh my god, it's been a while since I've said that.
You bet.
Indeed.
Okay. What I was thinking of is maybe Minecraft 1.9 in game reviews, but no, that's more news than reviews, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more going to be more about news than review at this point.
So, first piece of game review is Dying Light, The Following.
Is it pretty much an add-on to the game, or it's just a game?
It looks like it's a whole new game.
Whole new game.
Dying Light was bloody brilliant. It borrowed the best bits from a handful of other games and tied it into a unique and cohesive whole. An interesting narrative, a perfect score, and some of the best in-game traversal we've ever seen in an open world. The last point is poignant here because the first proper expansion for Dying Light, The Following, so it is an expansion pack, gives us a new transversal tool on top of what we already have that fundamentally changes your approach to said open world. While maintaining the pillars of the vanilla game, it's a feat that should not be overlooked and speaks to the love of the IP tech end, as Dying Light was bloody brilliant, but The Following is near bloody perfect.
Because of the new features that they added on to it, you can actually drive vehicles around places now without a single problem, and I think there's new weapons and new zombies or infected.
Yep,
that are going to be in there. So I'm actually quite surprised, and I would be actually quite pleased to see how it turns out.
What do you think, Chris?
When was Dying Light released again, just by curiosity?
2014 or
yeah,
15?
somewhere around there.
Okay, so it's been a while, which means it's probably about time we've had a bit of an update and as an expansion of the game. So, unfortunately, I haven't really had the chance to play Dying Light myself. I would like to. So I don't really have much to comment, but I'd say what you've mentioned from the expansions, it seems pretty good.
I can say this: I have played the game, but I made it only halfway through because the game is so difficult. But it's my kind of fun difficult because you have to keep on your toes, learn many ways to get by the zombie, and also trying to be the first person to get to the supply drop and get back to the safe house before night. I actually love it.
Okay, so what OzGamers.com said they liked was the same gameplay, new area with new tools that change how you approach the game, great narrative with some dark twists, upgradable and customizable buggy, mini-bosses add a new challenge dimension, co-op is fun as ever, driving into zombies with full accelerator and turbo.
That's without a doubt will be everyone's
A more expansive game world of explore with water and subterranean bigger additions, and it looks gorgeous. What they didn't like was it could have used a few new basic enemy types beyond the mini-bosses, and it's shorter than they liked. They gave it a 9.5 out of 10.
Like the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, they just expanded on it.
Yeah, they expanded on it, and I like how it's going to its roots. It's actually sticking to its normal roots and expanding its idea with it, like making it more open. Well, making it more open with new features that's coming in. Yeah, still keeping the same idea, but making it more open.
True.
But I can't give a review to
But
this
what
one
would you give
due to
your
the fact-
expectation points for it from what you've heard and that?
Well, for my expectation points, I think I would give it a 9 out of 10. I would like to give it. I actually would like to buy it and give it a go to give out my full results. For
Which
this
you
one,
might do in the
but
future.
Yeah, but I think it's too soon to give it a 10 just yet. I will have a look and see what I expect from
And
it.
Chris, what's your expectation points for this particular game?
Well, as Mitch and you may know, I'm not the biggest fan of zombies. However, I heard that this game was really good back when it was released, and so it's given me an idea that I'd like to play it. And from what I've heard about this expansion, it definitely looks like a kind of game that definitely deserves to be expanded upon. So, yeah, I'd like to give it a go. But from what I've heard, I'd say it's about 8.5 to 9 as well.
I'd probably give it a 9 as well.
But until we get ourselves a good idea, until we get the game itself, then we'll be able to give out the full results.
That is true, and then for our listeners, as always, I'll put a link to this particular discussion from OzGamers.com in the description.
Indeed.
Okay, moving on to the next game in review for this fortnight. XCOM 2.
This one is a bit out of my league due to the fact that I haven't played XCOM, the very first one, and the spin-off, which I have heard that many people didn't like the game because due to the fact it's third-person tactical shooter, other than its basic game being a strategy tactical shooter. It is. So I am going to keep myself out for this one due to the fact that I haven't played it.
Well, I can say a bit from what I've experienced of it. To be honest, I haven't really played it, but I watched the Good Game review of it, and let me just say, it's interesting on my part because I'm into that. I'm into strategic games like that, though strategic shooters are not my cup of tea, but it looks good. Like, it looks interesting. I played a bit of XCOM 1, but wasn't a huge fan, but this looks like it's a bit of an improvement, but I can't really say that.
Well, let's just say OzGamers.com gave it a 10 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Well, for XCOM or
XCOM 2. They like to produce the procedurally generated maps, keep missions from becoming stale. Soldier customization brings a whole new level to personalization and investment. A large roster of enemies to shoot at. Base building has been simplified and is more forgiving in late game. Mobile bases.
Yep.
And the story is important without being overbearing. What they didn't like was the turn-based combat, and RNG may turn some people off. And misclicking a movement order will still get you killed.
What? Okay, so accidentally clicking on the wrong spot can justify a view.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know how that feels like due to the fact I have been playing Dota 2. I've been misclicking a lot of spots, and I end up getting killed or getting in the bad spot that I don't need to be in. God damn.
Still, could be worse.
Could be.
Could be, but oh well. Nothing can get any more worse than
No.
this.
No.
But let's give out our expectation review for this one, shall we?
Well, from what I've seen and heard, I'm probably going to give it about a 9 out of 10.
From what I have heard about it and what I would like to experience from it, I'm thinking I'm about to give it an 8 out of 10. I wish I could actually give it a go to actually get the full throttle of this, but I think it needs to wait a little bit longer.
What do you think, Chris?
I honestly think, based on what I've seen, what I've heard, and the way it looks, I'd say it's about a 7.5 to 8. I'll probably go with 8, to be honest.
But like as always, ladies and gentlemen, that's our expectation. We'll be giving out the full review once we get the game and give it a go.
That's true.
Very true.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now for the news.
We got one more.
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. I forgot about that one. Alright, one more last game review for tonight is SuperHot, which I have seen being played and it looks very fun.
I can actually say the exact same. I have seen people playing the game. It's actually an indie game.
Yeah, I know.
A very
For those who do not know what SuperHot is, it's a time-bending first-person shooter.
Oh, yeah.
And it is an indie shooter. But time stops when you has been released for PC today. Basically, what you do is you see your enemies coming at you in red. You stop moving like forward, backwards, left or right. The time stops. You can still move your pen around to shoot at your opponent, but yeah, they're not moving.
So pretty much, it's almost like Quantum Break at this point. When you except for releasing time on the person, you have to stop and let time slows down so you can.
Well, actually, time stops immediately once you stop moving.
Yeah.
It's actually, I have actually seen people play this game, and it actually looks quite
Indeed,
interesting.
it does.
Because you got many ways to actually kill people. You can either throw a gun at them, or you can just shoot them, or you can just run up and
punch the crap out of them.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So basically, it's basically you got different ways to kill them.
That is true.
And I actually like it, and I like it. Kind of brings up the feature of almost from the Matrix. Believe it or not, with the bullets slowing down, like bullets slowing down coming right at you, it actually brings out a feature to it. It actually gives you more time to react than you have to think on the spot.
That is true.
Very quick.
What do you think, Chris?
Sadly, I haven't really researched this game at the moment, so I'm kind of still a bit lost on the game, so I don't know much about it, unfortunately.
Well,
but
Chris, if you have a look at the links, which I put in the chat there, for the SuperHot right now, they've got the trailer there if you want to watch it and find out a little bit more about it.
Yeah, I'll check it out later, but when we have a better review of it, then I'll be able to give my full honest opinion on it.
Yeah, same here. I seriously cannot give it the expectation points that it needed or the full review as it wants right now. So I'd rather play the full game for this one to actually get the good idea of what it's like, what it actually feels like being in the slow motion time and not thinking on the spot, because most of the shooters you have to think on the spot to react very quickly, but this one acts more differently, and I actually would like to see how this one turns out.
And for my viewers, I will probably be getting this in the next week or so keep your eyes open on my channel.
Yeah, same here.
Alright, now it's officially time for the news.
And the favorite news that
everybody's been waiting for, Minecraft 1.9. Finally.
Yeah. Minecraft 1.9.
Well, actually, its full title is Minecraft 1.9 Combat Update.
So what is it basically all about?
Well, basically, they've given us new food, new enemies, new ways to attack, new ways to defend ourselves, and, of course, everyone's favourite, the Elytra, which is our way to fly. That's the basic 5 things.
So, and also introduces dual
building. Oh,
building.
definitely.
Oh, awesome.
This will be quite interesting. And
considering I have been spending most of the morning just mucking around with Minecraft 1.9 on my computer, I've just been having so much fun.
Yeah, which I might need to get Minecraft for my Mac, but I already got Minecraft on my Windows, so I'm going to do both. So. Still gonna keep my Mac because I need to do both things at once.
Because I've got a decent computer now, I might finally actually be able to play Minecraft.
Well, actually, you might be able to join us on our server.
Yeah,
I think I will. Like once I get it. Like right now, I'm kind of
just focusing on uni work.
Not just that, but also working out the kinks of this new computer.
Yeah, and I actually, most of the people who actually got the 1.9 actually started to kick off saying that the PvP, well, people versus people, actually sucks at this point due to the fact, well, most of the people think about that. But none of us, I think all three of us hasn't actually tried that yet, so we...
No, I haven't done PvP yet, but I've hit a couple of mobs, I've flew, I've tasted out the new food and whatnot and that, and yeah, it's pretty good so far.
I'd say, based on PvP, I think it's a bit early to judge anyway, because, it's only recent.
It only came out today, worldwide.
Yeah, as it came out today, even if people are trying it out, it may still just need a bit more time to fix itself.
Well, what I think we'll do is, in my next podcast, which will be 2 weeks' time, we'll probably revisit this topic and see how things have changed since this podcast and the next one.
Yeah. Well, James, I think you might need to add this one to the news. I think you might be considering this news. I think the one of the companies is thinking about making a virtual reality...
yes! SAO Virtual Reality IRL. Let's see if I can't find it first. Just give me a second here.
Yeah, I think I have found it, but I think I've lost it somewhere. I should have saved that on the I should have saved that on Facebook so I can pick it up very quickly. But I think we will wait for that. I think we'll pass along until we find that news article.
Well, I've got a couple of conflicting reports here, which I'm looking at now. Some of them saying that the virtual reality MMO is not going ahead, and some of them are saying it is. So, at this time, we can't actually tell you that particular news, because unfortunately, from what I'm seeing on my screen now, it's not looking very good. They're announcing the project, which is the start of it, but I don't think they're actually going to be doing the game anytime soon.
Yeah, which is yeah. I think we're pretty much walking a fine line between those two, because we don't know if it is going to be going according to plan or it's not. So I hope it does go according to plan, but at the same time, I hope they don't stuff up somewhere along the line.
And now for the big piece of news, which I know Chris has been waiting to talk about. Yeah. Pokemon has released 2 new games coming out soon, Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. Take it away, Chris.
Yeah, due to the fact that he has been watching Nintendo Direct.
May I actually talk about my reaction to that?
Yep, go right ahead.
Go right ahead.
So, I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning thinking, oh, this is going to be amazing, even if it is 6 minutes long. Which, really, to be honest, the only reason I was still awake was because I'd been, don't want to talk about
personal issues.
Personal reasons, yeah. So I was up there, and it started. I thought, it's pretty interesting. We're getting a bit of a retrospective. After all, this is the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, so
awesome. That's true.
Then the announcement of the games happened, but the biggest problem was they were already leaked that day.
Yeah, I did hear something about that.
Yeah, so it was kind of a disappointment that it got leaked. I mean, it's kind of like when last year where we had the leaks about, like with Smash Brothers getting leaked early with certain things, and even with the leak, and even Assassin's Creed does. I mean, that's not a huge issue because that's good, but with an issue like Pokemon, it's a bit of I think it's a pretty big one at that. But in regards to the games itself, it gave us a bit of a concept of what we're going to be seeing. It's going to be on the 3DS, so if you've got a 3DS,
you could also play it on PC if you have a 3DS emulator, but
I hate to say this, but I won't be touching Pokemon whatsoever, due to the fact I don't play Pokemon at all.
I wasn't asking you to.
No one's asking you.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'd say it's a great series to play. I mean, people who grew up with the series, it's kind of like a giant nostalgia trip. I mean, after all, the same day Pokemon Moon and Sun were announced, they also released Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow on the Virtual Console. And so that's just a giant nostalgia trip for all those Gen 1ers.
Yeah, which I think our friend Jordan is going to get that once he gets his Nintendo
as well as Connor.
I'm going to kill both of them. Because I don't have the money to buy or get them right now, but hey.
Well, speaking of Pokemon and on this anime series, how many series have they done now of the anime series? Like 30?
Many.
30 minimum?
I think. No, I think it's about 18 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 18 or it's about 17 or 18 because Pokemon's a bit. It's not like give me another one that's got like 20 seasons. Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, Pokemon. It's kind of like it has seasons and then they go on forever, but they're not being split. Yeah, it's kind of complicated, but it's not that. It's still not that bad. I still watch it. It's okay.
I think the person that next anime that comes third is have to be One Piece. The fact that it has way too many episodes.
Bleach.
Way too many seasons.
Bleach outranks One Piece.
Yeah, only
just, but it does.
What about Fairy Tales?
Unknown.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Don't know how many.
No. So, yeah, but in regards to the games, I'm probably going to buy Pokemon Moon, and because I don't know anything about, like, the story or any new Pokemon or anything, I really can't say much more about it.
Well, from the little picture I can see here, you're going to get a moon-shaped Pokemon and a Pokemon that has the abilities of the sun or something.
Well, they already had a Sun and a Moon Pokemon in Generation 3, so they've just got to... Like, I have a feeling the Moon Pokemon will probably be a wolf, and the Sun Pokemon will probably be something that links to the sun.
Probably. Who knows?
Yeah.
Give it an Atlas. Oh, wait, that's...
Okay,
Pokemon,
moving on now.
Good.
It's now news for Fallout 4. Robot armies, domesticated death claws, and island mystery make up the first batch of the new Fallout 4 DLCs.
Oh,
God. So it's pretty much expanding itself right now with the new DLCs. Okay, this is going to be...
It's going to cost, according to this, $16.95. I don't know if that's Australian or US. It's supposed to come out March this year sometime. Well, that is for the Automatron. Wasteland Workshop is supposed to come out in April. And the Far Harbour is supposed to come out in May.
Mind you, I have played Fallout 4 and I have dropped it. I actually decided to drop my controller. I decided to put down my controller several times because I cannot get over the fact that I keep dying a lot in that game.
So you gave up.
I gave up. I just stopped, put my controller down, walked out, and had some fresh air.
Did you go and see if any grass was growing while you were at it?
Well, actually, he can just stick his head out of his small window and look out. Can't you, Mitch, basically?
At some point, yeah, I can. At some point, no.
It's a joke, man.
It's a joke. I know, but like how you do it to me, I'm doing it back to you, Chris.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Oh well. So what's the new features that's going to be in the DLC?
Well, for the Automatron one, let me read this. It'll let you fully customize your very own robot companion, as well as introduce a new menace to the Commonwealth by the name of the Mechanist. In order to get new parts, you need to hunt down all the Mechanist's evil robots, including one called RoboBrain.
What?
That's what I'm reading off the site now. Like with the already extensive weapon modification system, Automatron will bring the same sensibility to robot building with hundreds of options to choose from, including a new lightning chain gun and getting to choose which cool robotic voice your creation will have. That is for the Automatron one. For the Wasteland Workshop, although details a little light, in addition to new designs options that will let you create your own neon lit signs, taxidermy for the Commonwealth's first and still best exhibition, the original Dr. Andralis Fantastic Commonwealth Creature Museum. There are also cages, which does sound very cool, because you'll be able to capture and keep wild death claws for your very own amusement.
Oh my god.
Do you know how hard
do you know how hard it will be? Do you know how hard it is to kill a bloody death claw?
Guessing by your tone in your voice, very hard.
And you know how hard it will be to try and catch that bloody thing.
Obviously haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles, Mitch.
Shut up. I haven't got to that yet, but I have been
Okay,
watching someone
and
else.
for the last one, which is Far Harbor, this is the biggest one, hence the hefty price tag in what Bethesda describes as the largest landmass for an add-on that we've ever created, filled with new faction quests, settlements, lethal creatures, and dungeons. Player will travel far off the coast of Marine to an island in search of a young woman. Along the way, you get embroiled in conflict between a colony of synths, children of Adam, and locals. In addition to obligatory Stephen King references, Far Harbor will also offer up new high-level armor and weapons to find, and settlements to build, which should make this a great new adventure to tackle once you settle the whole Institute mess in Boston.
Now I have to go buy the game.
I actually would like to get the DLCs right now to give it a go.
Well, that last
can't
one, as I
act-
said, is due to come out in May, so
Just in the nick of time of doom.
pretty much. Okay, next on our little list of topics tonight, the Batmobile heading to Rocket League.
Well done. I think that's a DLC that's about to come in for season. Actually, I think that's part of the DLC for season 2.
I think it is, yes.
Yes. I actually like. It also comes with a new stadium, along with the Batmobile.
And the Batmobile will cost $1.99 US and available for PlayStation 4, PC, and Xbox One.
Sweet.
Well, we all know why it's being released. I mean, Batman versus Superman is just around the
Well,
corner.
actually, according to this, available March 8th, in lining up with the release of Warner Brothers' film Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, the iconic Batmobile is heading to Rocket League. Which version of the Batmobile? Well, the one from the new movie dummy. Sorry, probably shouldn't have snapped at you like that. It's just that getting to see Bat's face off against Supes is in a couple of weeks, which is true. It's a little stressful. Anyway, there's a trailer revealing the new Vingle, which I'll put that link in the description.
I thought when the Batmobile was about to come to Rocket League, I was expecting the
old style ones.
No, the Batman. No, not the old style ones. I meant like Batman Arkham Knight's version of.
No. This is the one coming from the latest movie.
Yeah, I was thinking between those two, but yeah, it's due to the fact that you justified it that is coming out from the movie. It makes it more clear.
And on a little lighter note there for my viewers, I actually finally have got Rocket League, so Mitch, you and I can start playing league games.
Okay, fine.
Hey, I run on Sussex. I run on my local town time. All right.
I know. But you should have got it a little bit.
Oh well.
In regards to the Batmobile, just in case any of our viewers missed it, or even Mitch has missed it, you can get yourself the Batman vs. Superman Batmobile on Batman Arkham Knight as well. There's only one problem.
What?
You can't use the weapons.
That sucks!
Yeah, it's a Batmobile without weapons. I mean, it's cool, because it's faster than the other one, but it doesn't have the weapons.
It's like here you go, buddy. Here's your new toy. Sorry, you need to buy some weapons for that.
It's used in a challenge map. There's a special challenge map for it though, so it's got a set of challenge maps for it. So it's actually it's got a purpose besides not having guns.
Jesus, like how can you dodge the bloody tanks in that game? You cannot.
Well, actually, from what I'm looking at the picture here, it's low enough that it might be able to flip over tanks.
Fair enough then.
Sadly, the only thing it can do in Arkham Knight is just ram into other tanks, and because the thing is, I went into a battle with it and it didn't do anything. I screwed up.
Why would anyone do such a thing like that? That's pretty much signing your own death will right there.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Alright, on to our next piece of news. Dark Souls 3, the new trailer has been released.
Okay. Both me and Chris have seen Dark Souls 3, and we pretty much expected what it is.
And here's a little bit of information for you both. It is due to be released on Xbox One, PS4, and PC on April 12, 2016.
Oh, God.
So, it's coming up very soon.
You know what? Just for my own sake, I'm going to get Dark Souls 3 and just start making gameplays for it, due to the fact that I tend to fuck up on most of survival games.
Hey Mitch, I have an idea. We if I get it as well, and we'll do. You can do like it's not a podcast, but you'll have me in the back, and we'll both be playing, and we'll both react to it.
Oh,
That'd be a
jeez.
great idea.
Guess how many swearings and stuff-ups we're going to have.
What?
on
You
this one,
swear
ladies
enough on bloody BattleBot Theatre anyway.
and Hotline Miami.
That's
don't
true.
forget about that.
You haven't seen me play Dragon Age Inquisition, where I swear like every 5 seconds.
I never thought you'd be the swearing type, Chris.
Yeah, people say that about me, but
No, I've heard you swear, so I know you can.
But most of the time it goes beep 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 bleep bleep bleep. That's all you can hear from Chris.
Yeah, that's when he's in
Yeah.
public.
yeah, I think I've kind of turned over a new leaf now.
Yeah, but with me, I just drop it whenever I can.
Okay, moving on to the last bit of news for tonight. Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 heading to PS4 and Xbox One this year.
Okay, I'm quite surprised about Resident Evil 4, but Resident 5 and 6, piss off.
4, good, because we're getting Resident Evil 2 on coming to PS4 and Xbox One in the future, and we've already had Resident Evil 1, which means I've skipped Resident Evil 3, but 5, I'm mixed on. 6 doesn't need to be.
6. The only time that you can play Resident Evil 6 is because of Leon. The other two, plus the extra story of Ada Wong. Okay, here's the thing with Resident Evil. I have played two of the 3 games. Resident Evil 5, I'm somewhat alright with it, but the jungle features of it to the city features, kind of a mixed feature there. The only thing that I hate about Resident Evil 5 is the bloody water stage where I cannot see a damn thing what that bloody crocodile is. Fucking giant.
Language.
You cannot... Bloody huge. You cannot see him underwater. You have to take a punt. A huge bloody
Hey,
punt.
don't you wish you had Minecraft's night vision for that stage?
Yes, but...
I'm just going to quote Avengers Age of Ultron here. Wait, nobody knows that James just said language?
I said punt. I didn't say the other one.
No, you said it before that. You swore before that.
Yeah, I know. But, like, seriously, you had to take a huge punt to figure out where the crocodiles is. If you muck up or stuff up somewhere along the line, guess what? You're going to get eaten. And with Resident Evil 6, the 3 stories, yeah, fine. It's pretty much alright. They're connecting the dots between the 3. But Ada Wong, she doesn't need to be in there. It's just one person just doing everything. And guess what? If you stuff up once, guess what? You're dead.
Okay, moving on to a little third section which I've just thought up just to extend the podcast slightly. Now we're moving on to movies. Which I think the first podcast I did with you, Chris, we spent an hour and 10 minutes or something, nothing but just talking movies.
Well, it's just mainly Marvel.
Pretty much. And the first movie on my list for tonight is, of course, Deadpool.
Of course.
Hey man, I wanna
Baby, shoot.
Yeah.
As all 3 of us did go see it on its premiere night. What do we think, guys?
Holy smokes, so much blood, gore, and so many fourth wall breaking right there. God damn, so much fourth wall.
Chris?
Okay, let me just say this. Now, I'm very critical about superhero movies, but let me just say this about Deadpool. I have never seen a superhero movie that I have defined as gold. Deadpool is what we've needed for a superhero movie. Like, I love the Avengers. I think their movies are amazing. But Deadpool it's delivered on all the things we wanted in a Deadpool
True.
movie.
Very true.
So,
Yeah. It had hit all the nails in the right.
Now, the only problem was when we saw the movie was the freaking aircon wasn't working and we were sweating like pigs.
oh, yeah.
God,
That was the only problem with the movie. The movie was perfect. The cinema, however, not.
Yeah, because we were. It was about 30.
Actually, it was 31 degrees in the air at that time, so...
Holy
Yeah.
shoot.
Baby
Yeah,
shoot, baby shoot. I couldn't help myself.
What do we all review it? Like, based out of 10, what do we all simply
10 out of 10.
I think we should give it. I think we should actually go by its normal rank, 5 stars.
Well, actually, I'm looking at IMDb right now, and overall from 210,000 people who voted, they gave it an average of 8.5 out of 10.
I think it actually hits its mark with its comedic features of it, with Deadpool and Colossus talking to
Now,
each other.
for those, I know there's probably only a few of you left that have not seen the movie, we will not spoil it for you. Just 3 words, go see it.
Yes, that's all we're going to say. Or another one, wait till DVD comes. Wait till the DVD comes.
There has been an announcement. There will be a sequel.
Yes, we already know that.
But
And
also potential for him to appear in another film called X-Force as well.
Yeah, with the follow-up of Gambit and Wolverine as well.
Actually, I know that we've got a set news, but I have a bit of news about Gambit as well.
Yeah.
That's currently not coming out this year. Something's going on with that, so I think they're rewriting the script, so we may not see it
Well,
for
actually,
some time.
I think it's actually going to work itself with Deadpool, so I don't know how it's going to work properly, but...
It could be an interesting start off on the next
True.
one. So, who knows?
Could be.
But, shall we give a rating for this movie, shall we?
Egypt must never be destroyed by chaos.
I give it a 5 stars then.
Yeah, 5.
Alright, the next movie, I think the next movie we should actually talk about is the other movie that me and Chris have seen, is The Hateful Eight.
Oh, yes. It looks interesting.
Oh, holy smokes. That was the 8th, was it the 8th chapter or the 9th chapter for Quentin Tarantino?
Well, it's called The Hateful Eight.
So what do you think?
Well, I dug myself a huge hole there.
Duh!
You just
Pleb.
got yourself a really bad
Pleb.
hole.
Yeah, it looks like I won't be coming out of this one. But, oh, good grief. The only thing I can say for this movie, and hopefully I'm not spoiling for everyone, if everyone have seen this, I have to say, poor Channing Tatum only lasted in the frame for 5 minutes. That's all he had. That's all the fame that he has.
I think that's
5
the they could afford.
5 minutes. That's all he had. It's just 5 minutes.
True.
Oh.
Yeah. I can just say about Hateful Eight, it's truly a Tarantino movie. Like, that's all I can really say, because Tarantino movies are just so clever, and I was that, like, I'll tell you a personal story about when we went and saw it, Midge.
Yeah.
I refused to go to the bathroom because I did not want to miss a second. Because I knew if I did, I'd be screwed.
Yeah, because there was so many important parts in that movie that you cannot miss out. Like some plot twists, some weird parts, and some of them are just straight up brutal in its own manner. And I love how Quentin Tarantino does it. Just makes it brutal at its own manner.
Also, on a slight little twist there, I believe he's planning to make a Man in the Iron Fist 3, from what I've heard.
What now?
The Man in the Iron Fist 3.
It's being discussed. I'm not 100% certain of it just
No,
yet.
but it is in the what they call pre-production stage. She's just talking and things about it.
I didn't know Quentin Tarantino made the Iron Fist.
Yeah,
movie.
all 3, all 2 of them.
I didn't know. I just saw the movie. I was just like, oh, that's going to be interesting.
A lot of blood, a lot of gore, but very, very good movies. Don't you agree, Chris?
Oh, yeah, definitely. They're, like, everything Tarantino has ever done is gold. Like, Deadpool gold. Except
Deadpool gold.
Except the best, in my opinion, Pulp Fiction is still the best, but Hateful Eight is close.
Yeah, coming close second.
Okay, next movie. One of Chris's favourites, BVS, Dawn of Justice.
Yes.
Oh God.
Pretty much, I actually would like to see that. And Jesse Eisenberg is still playing as the mophead in
Apparently so, yeah.
Well,
coming to cinemas in Australia, March 24.
I think we all should try and see that.
Do another group video or group movie session.
We definitely need to do that.
Definitely, I'm probably going to... Definitely a good idea. But just on the mention of Batman vs. Superman, I do have one criticism about it, though.
What?
I feel we know too much about the movie now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been too much released.
Yeah, too many trailers.
Too many details.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to spoil those for all the people. I'm pretty sure everyone knows, but I don't want to say too much. But really revealing the main villain was a bad idea.
True.
The true main villain of the film really had no reason to be announced.
And bringing out the supporter that supports Superman and Batman is really... You really are walking on thin ice right here, mate. Like seriously.
Wonder Woman, I understand. She's allowed to be announced because it's called Dawn of Justice. You're not going to leave her out. But seriously, like the latest trailer we got, though, I'll admit was probably the best one because we didn't get much out of it. All we got were really cool action scenes. I mean, yeah,
but at the end of the trailer, they decided to throw a massive curveball right at us. Didn't expect that to happen.
And from what I've heard also, it's the IMAX in Sydney. The ticket sales for Batman vs. Superman have already sold out. They went on sale 2 hours ago, and they've already gone.
Oh, wow.
Every single ticket. Gone.
Shit.
I don't know which one's more quick. I don't know which one's more quicker, the Pip-Boy edition or that.
Well, remember what Star Wars did in its first day. It sold out like in the first few hours, in like hours.
It sold out very quickly.
Minutes, in fact.
But I will say this to the movie trailer, to the people that makes movies. Please, if you're making trailers for us, please keep it bare minimum.
Keep it simple.
Villains. We want
what Captain America Civil War's doing. They're not revealing that much.
Yeah, just keep it simple, stupid, because we don't want it to be spoiled for us, because the trailers, once we see it, we pretty much know what's going to happen afterwards.
Yeah.
I think we should follow up with one. I think we should follow up on Batman vs. Superman. I think we should follow up the Suicide Squad, shall we? due to the fact I am seeing the image that VentustheTimelord had, I'm actually kind of thinking about the Suicide Squad at this point. Holy smokes! Both of the trailers are actually pretty good.
Oh, they don't tell much either. That's the thing. They don't tell us anything. It's good because we know nothing from those. All we know is that there's a Suicide Squad. They've got to do something, and the Joker's in it. That's it.
Jared Leto, Joker, and he's even more creepier than Actually, no, I shouldn't say that because I don't know.
Don't start. We don't know that yet.
We don't know yet. Well,
but I must say, from all, especially on social media, the Captain America Civil War memes have been quite funny. Like how the Civil War starts.
Yeah, same. And I think same with the Suicide Squad. I have seen a lot of memes on that lately. But
all of them.
Yeah, I think one of the recent memes that I saw was when you see Harley Quinn's behind. I was just like, what are you trying to refer there, mate?
My favourite came in the last 24 hours of the Oscars. You've got Henry Cavill who plays Superman. You've got and Chris Evans talking from afar, and you've got little quotations saying, for Chris Evans is saying, "Tell me, do you bleed?" And Henry Cavill saying, you will. And then you've got Chadwick Boseman between them, who's playing Black Panther, giving them this foul look, and they're just smiling, and it's really weird, but it's hilarious.
Okay, moving on. Where's the movie I wanted to talk about? Where did you disappear to on my screen here? There we go. Gods of Egypt. That looks so interesting.
It might. I haven't seen the. I think I've seen one part of the trailer of it, but I think it doesn't tickle my fancy.
Well, it does me and my family, so yeah, we're definitely going to watch it.
What do you think, about it, James? Because there's been movies like this before, you know, like Clash of the Titans. So do you think it's going to be a bit like that?
But I think since Clash of the Titans, graphics and computer-generated imagery has come a long way, so it should be quite better than that one.
Plus, it's got Gerard Butler in it. Nothing beats that.
Indeed. I think another movie that we should actually bring up. I think something that tickled my fancy, but I think it didn't tickle yours, James. I think it was Grimsby, or whatever it is, Grimby.
What the frack is
Grimsby?
Grimsby. There we go. The people that created Borat and
Oh, that.
Yeah. I think it actually tickled my fancy a little bit due to the fact of the it might be slightly funny, but who knows? I might need to have a look and see that for myself.
I'm meh.
I'm somewhere in the middle of that one because I don't know if it's funny or not. Who knows? But should we talk about RWBY episode number? Should we talk about season 3?
Yes, let's
RWBY?
go to one of our favourite little animations via Rooster Teeth, RWBY, also known as RWBY.
I'll be quiet for this one.
You don't like RWBY, do you?
Oh, it's not that I don't like it. I just haven't really watched it, so you can spoil it if you have to.
Well, the season's over now anyway, so...
Oh, yeah. I have to say, it really ended on a very high note, but really unexpected one too. Yeah, many people went in awe. Many people went hands flying in the air due to the fact that RWBY have released a special aura that she didn't realize that she had until episode number 13. But I'm not going to spoil too much about this one due to the fact that there's way too many deaths, way too many stuff that happened, and I'm not going to spoil.
But let's just say for those who have not seen it, once you do see it, you will be like, "OMG, what the frig?"
And you'll be boring your eyes out once you understand what we're talking about.
And you'll be wanting season 4, episode 1.
And I was boring my eyes out when I saw that.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah. Good grief.
But there has been a very interesting meme out on Facebook, which I do like. It's, as some of you may know, Yang lost an arm. And what the meme is, you see Yang with a new arm. She says something like, "You ready, Penny?" And the arm speaks back and says, "I am combat ready."
Yeah, that's right. Penny. Oh, no.
I just said it's just a meme, so it could be true, it could not be true.
But I was spoiling that one, so I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. Holy smokes!
I think most of our viewers and listeners and that have already seen it anyway.
But what about the people that haven't seen it? You have to be careful about that. You have to be so careful about that because who knows? Most of them haven't seen it. Most of them have, so who knows? But by golly, that was very, very heartbreaking to see that. Very heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And I think I've seen one of the memes saying, slowly breaking her innocence. With a picture of Penny, Yang, and Pyrrha. And RWBY releasing her special aura.
Actually, it's her symbionts, actually.
Well, symbionts.
Okay, I think the last thing we will talk about for tonight is SAO is getting a movie. For those who do not know, SAO stands for Sword Art Online.
Wait, what?
And I have right in front of me, off YouTube, the trailer for it, which I will just put in the chat so you guys can have a quick look-see at it if you want. There you go.
Yep, I'll probably have a look at it right now due to the fact that I'm actually quite interested in what it turns out to be.
But yeah, I haven't seen this trailer yet either, so I'm going to watch it after this video and then probably edit in my personal opinion, so...
I think we'll do the same thing as well, because...
So if you guys could just send me a quick audio file of what you thought of the trailer, and I'll add it to this particular podcast.
Indeed. Actually, no, you know what? For this one, we'll watch it all together. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know how to do that.
Okay, just give me a second here. Share screens. I want that one. Start. Okay, you can see the screen?
Hold on. It's still loading. Now it's there.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, it's just an ad. Just give it a moment, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps, like, it stops and starts, but that's okay. Ooh, the
Asuna! Naruto? Don't know what that one is. Here we go, here we go.
Okay.
So much hype. What's up, SAO fans? Soul here, and I feel like I haven't talked about Sword Art since the end of SAO 2, but something epic was finally revealed in Japan. Tomohiko Ito, the director of both SAO seasons, is returning for the brand new Sword Art Online film, which is
this is going to be
by the
interesting.
same
We don't know
original
what
anime
part
studio,
of
A1 Pictures,
we don't know
hands
where
down one
they're
of my
going to be
favorite
at.
studios.
True.
The animation in SAO 1 and 2 was beautiful. I'm sure the movie is going to come out looking amazing. We're not only going to have their returning character designer as well, but the creator will be writing a brand new story. I have no idea what the timeline is going to be, but I'm really hoping this takes place either in the original Aincrad, the best Sword Art Online arc in my opinion, or
live
after
action or
SAO 2 with that epic ending.
I
I'm not sure where this
think
can take
it's,
place because I'm not a light
I
novel
think it
reader.
will be
I'm
anime.
betting that some of you have
Yeah, it's
idea
going to be
about the
full
timeline.
animated.
I think we're going to get some old and new soundtracks
Okay, just
as well.
thought I'd check,
I just
because,
met
you know,
Roy the
I was
other
wondering
day
if it's
and
like,
saw her live
like,
in
you know, how
concert.
Dragon Ball
She's
Z
done
releases
songs for
their
both
movies
SAO
every
No,
one
no,
and
no,
two,
this
and then, of
one's
course, my
just
favorite artist,
a
Lisa,
standalone
I met
movie.
multiple times this year, probably
Okay.
with her biggest hit crossing
Why do I
field,
have a feeling
the
it's
original
pretty much
SAO
going to be a
opening,
follow-up to
and she
Sword
did
Art
an
Online
amazing
too.
job on the
Remember
final SAO 2
how,
ending. I'll be making a
you
video
remember
about
on the
meeting
last-
both of these amazing
last,
Japanese artists very
episode
soon.
of season
But that's
2,
pretty
how
much
it
all I
just
have to share with you
followed
guys
up
for now.
with,
I will definitely be giving
Kirito or
Kirito.
well, what's Kirito?
You can't say it properly.
Yeah, because I haven't actually watched Sword Art Online.
Anime names we never can pronounce
updates on the
them.
new movie, so be
Yeah,
sure to subscribe.
but,
I guarantee I was
it's
one of
pretty
the
much
first
gonna be a
people to share
follow-up-
this with you
follow-up-
all on Twitter, so make
follow-up
sure to follow me
on
at
Sword Art Online
Soul_animation. I
because
told everyone
of,
about this the other day before the
I think it
info
was-
was
I
even
think it was
released to
because
the
of,
US. It had only been announced in
Akihiro
Japan, so you
Kaiba,
would definitely want to...
I think it was his product that he managed to actually do a brain scan on him that he is transferred into the...
Well, actually, Kaiba uploaded his full consciousness to the net, so he's wandering the net in through all the virtual games out there.
So he's technically not dead. He's actually
He's
still
a ghost.
walking
He's
around the net.
he's what they call a virtual ghost. He's there yet he's not
But he
there.
will still... Yeah, he pretty much will be talking to Kirito without a doubt because
Pretty much.
because he beat him without a doubt, and so
Well, actually, he didn't just beat Kaiba. Kirito actually showed Kaiba what his system can do.
yes, saying because he actually beaten the system with his own free
That is
will,
true.
which actually that was actually pretty good.
Now, I'm just going to continue watching this video
And-
for a sec, just see if there's
follow me
actually a
there.
trailer.
I am just so hyped for this. I need some more Sword Art Online.
I actually
Tell me what you all
look
think
forward
about the
to it. I
movie
don't
in the
think there was
comments.
any
And of
at
course,
the-
drop a like for
at
this
that
epic
point. I
series.
don't think there was.
Thank you all for watching. Arigato.
Announcement,
Johnny.
you know.
Yeah, it's an announcement, not a trailer for it. So I think the trailer hasn't been revealed yet, so we might need to keep an eye out for that one. Who knows? But here's a good question that I tend to wonder around each and every single time. If we end up being in Sword Art Online, how do you think we will go? How do you think we'll
I
go?
think I'll do pretty well, considering I actually have both the Kirito swords up on my wall right now.
Chris?
I have a sword. I'm good.
Planetary?
I think I'll be a worthy axeman for this one. Not very good at swordplay, but I think I'd rather stick with the axe or the hammer, due to the fact I've been playing both.
And where in the game would you be playing? On the front lines, as a low-level player, as somewhere in between or something like that?
I'll say working my way up. So start off level low, then go to the front lines.
I swear to God, we had this conversation in the first podcast I was in, and I think we said we were going to put Mitch up at the front lines as
bait.
Well. Yeah.
Yes.
I remember that. That was.
Yes, you put me as bait.
Yeah. Once you get stuck in the hack, then we come in and kill them for you.
Yeah, very good.
And then we chuck regen potions on you to heal you up again before you die.
Yeah,
but you get hit again, and then we do it over like we do it. It's an everlasting cycle.
But who knows? I might be able to defend for myself if I do very well with the axe.
Mitch, you can't even do well for yourself in Doom 3 BFG edition. You haven't even finished it.
Ah, shut up.
At least he finally finished Bat.
True.
Yeah. Well, we finished the story, but I haven't finished completely.
Get out.
I cannot collect the riddle trophies for the life of me. That's an exception there.
Oh yeah, that makes no sense.
Okay, the others I can do fine. The collectathon, that can go down the toilet. Thank you very much. But didn't we follow up with a question as well? If say if one person managed to if one person managed to spot out who the admin was and decided to attack the person, would you take that shot?
I would probably wound him and then get back up, but yeah.
Remember, you're just the only one that noticed he was admin. Everyone is completely paralyzed.
Well, what I would actually probably do is probably blackmail him into giving me more privileges. Well, why not? Wow. If he doesn't want his discovery, his or her to be known as the admin and the final boss or whatever, I'd blackmail him. I'm talking about episode-wise. You just realized that he was the admin when you just took out the freaking skeleton thingy, and you just saw him, and you just came to realize that he was admin, but you're not quite sure, and you decide to lunge at him, and everyone paralyzed. Well, actually, my will would probably continue on and kill him.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. That's all I want. It's just
I'm just looking at this. Did you know RWBY aired officially 3 years ago?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is its 3 years.
Yes, it is.
Isn't it? Indeed.
Wow.
Wow.
I am. God damn.
Oh yeah, and guess what I got, guys? This won't be actually on the podcast, but I'll just share my webcam. Look what I got.
Yep.
That's one thing.
Yep. Oh,
little
nice.
Deadpool, and the second thing, I'll just reach down here and grab it.
Damn it, the Deadpool costume.
No, it's actually just a t-shirt, but still.
Yeah. Time to make some chimichangas.
Actually, that one just says tacos on it, but still. Oh well.
Tacos.
Not exactly the... Oh, no, they're not.
Well, he does mention tacos in the movie. We know that.
Yeah, because he loves tacos, but he loves chimichangas more.
True.
I like Taco Tuesday. Lego movie.
Should we end this?
Yes, that's what I was about to do.
Except there's just one more thing. Just one
Alright,
thing.
Chris.
We all got to congratulate Leonardo DiCaprio for finally getting the Oscar.
Ah, yes. That.
Considering there's approximately over 400 memes on Facebook now about that. Him finally getting one.
I think he got that because...
Yes, he did, yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yes, he did. 6 nominations later.
God damn. That's a lot. And how many nods did he get throughout the Oscar?
Since Titanic.
God
Pretty
damn.
much.
That's 6, including The Aviator, Wolf from Wall Street, Django. Yeah, he's had it all.
Yeah. Wow, Jesus Christ. Alright then, let's just end it on the high
That
notes.
is...
And that was the high notes.
Seriously? I thought I was the one who needed to do that.
Alright guys,
Well, then.
until next time, join myself and my friends for another podcast on Jazz Shadow. Let's play!
And as always, this is me, Colonel Phoenix, signing out for the Planetaryashes, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
I'll be back, says Ventus the Time Lord.
And have a nice weekend.
See you all later.
See you later.